Have you ever wondered why certain places just disappear from maps, as if they never existed? The government doesn't want you to know, but there are places erased from history, mysterious islands and ghost towns surrounded by dark secrets. What do they hide? Why is this information kept absolutely confidential? Something too dangerous to reveal? Or maybe something that could change everything we believe to be true? Today, you will discover some of these forbidden places where people disappeared without a trace, where satellite cameras were mysteriously turned off and where those who tried to reach were never seen again. We're talking about secret files, covered-up military bases, entire cities evacuated without explanation. But why? What is the real reason behind this deafening silence? If you think you've seen it all, get ready, because at the end of this video, I'm going to reveal to you a place so enigmatic and terrifying that to this day, no one dares to set foot there. Something that defies all logic and that the government itself made a point of burying. But before revealing these places erased from history, I want you to think about one thing. If the government does everything to hide these places, what is the real reason behind this? Are they just secret military bases, or are we talking about something much bigger? Something that could completely change what we know about the world? If you want to discover the truth behind these forbidden places, then leave a like right now, because this helps me bring you even more secrets that few have access to. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, press that subscribe button, because this is just the beginning. Over the next few minutes, you'll see shocking evidence, places that officially don't exist, and stories so mysterious, they'll make you question everything. Have you ever imagined a place that once existed and was suddenly erased from history? No records, no explanations, as if it had never been there? Mysterious islands that disappeared from maps, entire cities evacuated for no apparent reason, military bases that officially never existed. What could be so dangerous that it needs to be hidden from the world? And the scariest thing, anyone who tried to get close to these places or investigate too much simply disappeared without a trace. But why? What really happens in these prohibited areas? Secret experiments? Something humanity is not ready to see? The government hides these truths. But today we are going to reveal some of them. You will discover places that defy all logic and that, until today, no one has been able to explain. Are we looking at top-secret military bases? Or is there something even more sinister behind these disappearances? What intrigues me most is that, in many of these places, there are records of inexplicable phenomena, shadows that appear from nowhere, radio signals captured from the void, and frightening reports from those who managed to get close. Are you prepared to know what is really hidden? If you think you've seen it all, get ready, because now we're going to explore some of the most hidden and forbidden places in the world. Places that the government erased from the records, areas that were simply isolated from society, places that officially never existed. The scariest? Many of these spots hide secrets that could shake everything we know about the world. These are places that provoke fear, intrigue, and that generate questions that have never been answered. But why were these places erased from history? What really happened in them? Military experiments? Biological tests? Something even darker? Our first destination takes us to the middle of the Indian Ocean, a place that once housed thousands of people but which suddenly was completely evacuated. I'm talking about Diego Garcia Island. This remote archipelago was home to hundreds of families until, mysteriously, they were all forcibly removed by the British and American governments. The official reason? The creation of a military base of great strategic importance. But what does this base really hide? For years, there have been reports of extremely secretive activities on the island. Some say it is one of the most watched spots on the planet, where top-secret experimental tests are conducted. There are rumors that Diego Garcia serves as a detention site for prisoners of war, where unconventional interrogations take place without any official monitoring. Others claim that the island has something even scarier: experiments involving unknown technology, mind control devices, and even research into dimensional portals. Reports of disappearances of aircraft and vessels near the island fuel the theory that something very strange is happening there. Some researchers claim that Diego Garcia may be directly linked to the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370, which disappeared without a trace in 2014. Could the plane have been diverted to this secret base? What really happens in this inaccessible place? Leaving the Indian Ocean, we now travel to the heart of Australia, where an entire city has been erased from the maps. Wittenoom. The city was founded to house workers from an asbestos mine, a highly toxic material. For years, workers and their families lived there, until, suddenly, the city was declared uninhabitable and completely evacuated. The official reason was the risk of contamination, but many believe that this justification is just the tip of the iceberg. What made the government simply remove any reference to the existence of this place? Some residents who refused to leave reported strange events on the outskirts of the city, mysterious lights in the sky, metallic sounds coming from underground, and even unexplained disappearances. The most curious part is that the Australian government prohibits any entry into the region and removes any sign or indication that could lead someone there. Why? Some investigations indicate that, in addition to asbestos contamination, underground hide tunnels and secret installations that were used for unknown experiments. But no one can confirm this, because any attempt to enter the city is quickly blocked. What could be buried beneath Wittenoom? Now, if we are talking about places shrouded in mystery and conspiracy theories, we cannot ignore the most famous case of all, the legendary Area 51. Located in the Nevada desert, in the United States, this secret military base has been the subject of countless speculations since its creation. Officially, the U.S. government claims that Area 51 is a testing ground for aircraft and advanced technology. But this explanation does not convince many people. For decades, reports of UFOs flying over the area, leaked documents, and even testimony from former employees have suggested that the base hides secrets far beyond human comprehension. Some believe that Area 51 houses extraterrestrial technology recovered from UFO accidents, such as the famous Roswell case in 1947. Others claim that genetic experiments are conducted underground, where unknown life forms are being studied or even created. But perhaps the most intriguing thing is the level of extreme security that surrounds it. Did you try to get closer? Unmarked cars will appear out of nowhere. Drones monitor every movement. And there are even rumors that any invasion could result in extreme measures without any official explanation. What is so dangerous hiding there? What does the government fear humanity will discover? Now imagine a place that was once used to treat sick patients, but has become a true nightmare. Welcome to North Brother Island, New York. This small patch of land was once home to a sanatorium, where victims of highly contagious diseases were kept in quarantine. But the truth is that many never left there. The sanatorium was abandoned decades ago, but to this day, no one is allowed to access the island. The official reason? Security and preservation. But there is something much more sinister behind this ban. Reports say voices can be heard in the middle of the night calling for help. Some people who managed to get closer to the site claim to have seen silhouettes wandering among the ruins. But how would that be possible if no one has lived there for decades? And most disturbingly, why do some of the security cameras installed around New York City capture unexplained interference and signals coming from this island? What really happened there? Now stop and think. All of these places share a pattern. They were erased, hidden, sealed from the rest of the world. But why? What happens when a place becomes too dangerous for people to know the truth? Are we just talking about national security, or is there something much darker that should never be discovered? If the government doesn't want you to know about these places, what other truths could be being hidden? And if you've made it this far, I want to know your opinion. Which of these places do you think hides the biggest secret? Do you believe that governments really erase places from the map to hide something? Or is it all just a conspiracy theory? Write here in the comments which of these mysteries intrigued you the most. If you want to go further, type, "I want to know the truth," in the comments, so I know you're with me on this journey of hidden discoveries. Imagine a place that once existed, but was completely erased from maps. Not just uninhabited or forgotten, but literally removed from any and all official documentation, as if it had never been there. Reports suggest that satellites captured images of these mysterious lands, but when they were checked again, they were gone. There are no records of evacuations, there are no official explanations, just silence and secrets. What could cause an entire island to be deleted from existence? Were just military tests so dangerous that they needed to be hidden from the world? Or is there something even darker behind this story? Some theories indicate that these islands were used as a base for biological experiments, places where extremely advanced research was being conducted, perhaps even involving beings that were not intended to be found. There are reports from fishermen who swear they have seen strange lights coming out of the ocean near these areas. Were they just natural phenomena? Or something much more intriguing? What if I told you that there are leaked documents that indicate that at least one of these islands was deliberately removed to hide something that should never be revealed? Something that defies science? That defies everything we know? What do you think could be hidden? What if I told you that these places are just the tip of the iceberg? That there are others, even more secret, hidden around the world, waiting to be discovered? What would happen if the truth came out? Are we facing something much bigger than we imagine? A pattern that repeats itself, evidence that disappears, reports that are discredited. But what if all this is not a coincidence? If there's something the government really doesn't want us to know, what else could it be covering up? Do you believe we are just beginning to unlock these secrets, or that there are even darker places? If you've made it this far, it's because you love mysteries as much as I do. So leave your like now to strengthen this investigation and ensure that more people have access to these hidden secrets. And if you want to discover more forbidden places, erased stories and truths that the government doesn't want you to know, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Now, I want to know your opinion. What else do you think is being hidden from the world? Comment below. I want the truth, so I know that you are part of this tireless search for answers. And don't stop here. The mystery continues in the next video, which is already appearing on your screen. Click now and discover another secret that few people know about. See you there.